Howdy crew. Gonna make a new hit on the rocks today. This time we're gonna try to go up the steep side instead of the shallow side. Got the ARKTOS 6x6 fully done. I debedded it. We went with the big DJC 1.0 76mm tires. Whoa. Let's turn around so you can see this better. Totally epic, full, handmade, stainless steel 4-links and aluminum ball joints. Got the brass skid plate. You got the Endura TRX4 370 motor transmission, the stainless steel gears. Yes, that's a brushless Mini 16, Fusion Mini 16 in there. Whoa, stainless steel axle, drive shafts I mean. And we got a 9 kilogram high torque alloy steering servo. Should be ready to rip, roar. This is got a little cooling fan on top with the heat sink and thermal paste touching the motor. The motor also heat sinks very nicely to all this alloy transmission components and the skid plate. It all gets nice and warm because the motor gets hot. I got 60 weight oil in here, super cushy setup, super slow, and it's a little ripper. Right now we're on 2S. I did run it on 3S yesterday. Matter of fact, you know what, screw it, let's just pause it. Well, my 3S battery is not charged. I'll pause it and show you the speed on 3S. Alright, as you can see, we're just going to run it real quick on 3S. It's a brand new 3S LiPo. I never even charged it once, so it's probably like 7.7 or 11.4 volts-ish. I'm just going to jam it in there. I still got my 2S 1000. We'll go back to that in a minute. I just want to show you how fast it is on 3S. This is the Endura 370 motor transmission, alloy transmission, but it has all stainless steel gears in it, and it is the high-speed gearing. I went and got the high-speed gearing, so that means it's a 9.6 to 1 ratio. Sorry about that. Having a real PETA of a time getting that 3S to fit in there. It's there now, and I'll show you how fast she is. Let's make sure my drag brake's turned off. It is not. There we go. It's a 1-speed now. There is no 2-speed transmission. She's fast. Still has plenty of slow speed crawler torque too. There's that FOC Fusion Mini 16. Ready for the rip? Whoops. You don't want to hit into the brakes on that thing too hard or fast. Look at those links, looks so good. Okay, so for the rear end, just for your reference, if you want to put 76mm giant tires on this thing, you're going to run the tires into each other down here. So what you've got to do is, what happened is essentially I equaled the link length that they already were from stock. I broke a plastic one, that's why I rebuilt these in steel, all bound up in the river. So you take the long ones that are up here and the long drive shaft that's up here, and you put that stuff back here. You take the short stuff that was back here and the short drive shaft that was back here, and you move that to up here. That brings the front axle forward, that pushes the rear axle backward. Now you have enough distance between giant 76mm tires to make it all work. Cool, cool. Let's rip. Goes in the grass even. torque twist. I no longer have that counter-rotating axle from the stock ARKTOS 2-speed transmission. That's kind of a shame, but it is what it is. She crawls. First impression was okay, but it's like super high off the ground now with these giant tires, and so it just tips left to right really bad. I mean really bad. I'm gonna have to find like probably metal axle housings or some other way to get weight down low. Goes up hills amazingly. Show you that slow speed control. That FOC is awesome. You can just set the sub-trib on, and it'll just go, and you can just drive it. Matter of fact, why don't we just do that for fun right here? Not even handling anything here. There's the truck. There's the truck. Hello. Not even watching where it's going, you guys. I'm trying to get the transmitter on. I did that, obviously. Let's get it going again. Once again, just crawling on its own. All I'm doing is steering here. FOC almost makes it too easy. Want to go faster, you just bump the trim up a little. Probably turn the drag brake on. Alright, we got full drag brake now, just in case. Switchable on the transmitter. Gotta love that fusion. Silent. Thumbs up if you love it debedded. I think that's how it should have been all along. Or, I don't care, thumbs down if you think it's stupid that way. I just thought I'd make it into a kind of like a comp crawler setup. Comp-ish. Super highly capable. Still just on crawling on trim. Not even touching the throttle here. Gonna probably have to get involved when I get to this ledge up here. I'm gonna start coming out of trim. Didn't do it fast enough. I don't think anyways. No magic today. Let's give it one more fair shot with the FOC back in my throttle fingers control. Woo! Stumbler and a tumbler. Alright. Alright, we're on low battery with that 3S. Back in business, I switched right back over to the 2S. I will say that this 3S battery is, you know, a little bit warm in the hand. Gotta be 105 degrees. It's 110 degrees. It is 91 degrees out here today, so. Right now we are gonna the 75% max throttle setting and the 100% max drag brake setting. Like I said, switch to the 2S1000 LiPo. Really has no problem gripping up a spot like that. Problem is these dismounts are troublesome. See how the drag brake performs. Absolutely very nice. I'm going to come off the drag brake with the switch, one clip of the setting, see if it'll creep. No. Let's try that one more time. Kind of like it wants to, but nah. Let's head for the steep crawl. There's where you see that easy tip over. I'm barely on any kind of an incline there, and it's just going over. It does not Sidehill one iota. I do have wider. Slightly wider stance, 4mm extensions for the rear, axle wideners that I'm going to put on here shortly. Look at that awful performance. And they're not even like much. It's not even that jacked up or nothing. Just big tires. The 1.0s give you very little sidewall, but these do have dual inserts in them with stiff foams in the middle, small insert on the inside ring, and soft foams on the outside ring of the insert. Yeah, just very poor Sidehill performance. Was much better with the tiny little Fling Kings on there, lower to the ground. Even with the bed off the back, like I said, we need to get some weight down low. That Mini 16 with brass chassis plate and alloy transmission is very heavy for this truck. Tininess of this truck. Gonna have trouble right here. Guess we'll just turn into it and fix that problem right before it happens. Now we can try to climb up the steeper side of the beam hill. And we should have a small advantage with all these extra axles. Yeah, that's cool. Now it's in its element. That drag brake in action doesn't give at all. Beast. Now we got a little Sidehill trouble here. Gonna have to get left and then get back right hard. Can we do it? Looks like a maybe. trouble from the fancy night lights. Gonna have to come out of there and oh, we're gonna have to reset. I'm jammed up. Alright, 2 steps forward, 1 step back. We're gonna restart and come this way instead. Complain all you want about the bigness of the tires and how they cause side hill troubles. They sure conquer. Right as I said that, they run into trouble. They sure do well in the deep dips on this bean hill. They help you get up and over, break over all these rock edges. If you can break this right here, I mean, that's impressive right there. It does it like nothing is there, and that's a pretty good challenge for most of my other 118s. Even a challenge for the long wheelbase 112 brushless MN82 highly modified setup. So yeah, that's why we got these giant tires. And also for mudding and snowing. Although in the snow, I think it's just gonna tip over way easy unless you go slow. So gonna have to get a wide stance. You can see there is something to be said for a single speed transmission, geared high, maybe go 3S if you need more wheel speed, and you know, a high power motor, Mini 16. You could just go so incredibly slow with it. Have all that control. You don't need a second gear because you got good speed. I got the high speed gearing in this TRX4 Injora transmission. It comes with a 24.4 to 1, and now this is a 9.6 to 1. So it's a lot faster. But with the 24.4 to 1, it's just way too slow. Fail right as we summit. Go do something really difficult with it. Don't typically try anything tiny over here. But let's give it a challenge. The big challenge. The ditch. Can it do the ditch? This will present some difficult side G-forces potentially. Depends, I guess, what line I try to take. Right here's a bonkers line. Oh man. Humpty Dumpty. Wow. Dude, better than my 1/6 scales, better than my 1/8 scales. Forget it for my other 118s and 112s. Six by 6. Yo. Push right through that one. Here we're gonna tumble. Limitations. Well, I don't know. Definitely one of my new faves. Pretty epic. Let's go see if there's some mud over here. Okay guys, just because I love you all so much, we're gonna rip it. This has got to get nasty down there and it'll be buried eventually. So let's see how far it can go. No problem so far. Not that soft. Up and out is easy. But it gets deeper up here. That's fun. Digging a hole. I don't have boots on, you guys. You gotta be careful here. Oh, what are we stuck on? Just extreme, deep, soft mud. Wow, okay. It's almost like sandy. Yeah, baby. Get it all the way. All tied up now. Shoot. Oh, I don't want to touch it. Let's see if we can get it untied. Give me 1 sec. Alright guys, back down and clear it the other direction. We go from this way out to the narrow, shallower side. Must be really uneven under there. Running into stuff. Running out of battery, you guys. Needs a rescue. A little help. Boy, it almost made it too, didn't it? Kudos, Fusion Mini 16. Waterproof. Hey, got itself out. Pretty good. We're gonna call it right there. Wow. Whoa. I got a mess to clean up, you guys. Really hope you enjoyed. Absolutely flogged it. And it absolutely ripped. My fan is not still spinning. That can't be good. All right. Nothing's hot, of course. It got all wet. Ciao. Peace out. Hope you enjoyed. God bless you all.